Hey friends! Yesterday, we learned all about the importance of being holy and remembering everything the Lord God has done for Israel. We talked about how the priests needed to be especially careful to keep the rules. Well, today, we hear from God again, and He gives special instructions for all the people about ways to set aside time to celebrate Him throughout the year. Chapter 23 of Leviticus is all about the Lord's appointed feasts or holy times. Think of them like very special, God-given holidays. It starts with the Sabbath. That's every single seventh day. God says, 6 days shall work be done. But on the seventh day is a Sabbath of solemn rest, a holy convocation. This means the whole family and community stop working, get together, and remember that God is the one who provides everything. It's a day to rest and focus on Him. Then there are the big yearly feasts. They all remind the Israelites of something wonderful God did. First is the Passover and the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The Passover remembers the night in Egypt when God's power spared the Israelite families, and they were freed from being slaves. The Feast of Unleavened Bread lasts 7 days, and they can't eat any bread with yeast. It is a reminder to leave the old life of Egypt behind and be ready to follow God quickly. After that comes the Feast of First Fruits, when they bring the first bit of their harvest to God, saying, "Thank you for the good things you are giving us." 50 days later, they celebrate the Feast of Weeks, also a harvest festival, where they thank God again for all the food and blessing. Later in the year, in the 7th month, there are 3 more special days. First, the Feast of Trumpets, a day of rest and trumpet blasts to call everyone together and remind them of God's presence. Next is the most serious day of the year, the Day of Atonement. On this day, everyone is to set aside their normal things and focus on God, humbling themselves. This is the day the priest would perform special services so God could restore the relationship between Him and the people and make them at one again after mistakes were made. Finally, they celebrate the Feast of Booths or Feast of Tabernacles, which lasts a whole week. The people are told to live in little temporary shelters or booths to remember how the Lord protected and cared for them when they lived in tents after leaving Egypt. It was a time of joy in celebrating God as goodness and provision in the past and in the future. Now, what does this all mean for them? Well, these instructions are a way for God to weave Himself into the very rhythm of their lives. It means their faith isn't just a quick thought, it's what they do every single week and every year. It means their whole community stops together to rest, remember, and repair their relationship with God. They are always celebrating His provision and power, so they never forget He is their loving, holy God. These are times for the whole nation to gather and celebrate together, keeping them united in their special relationship with the Lord. Subscribe to the channel, friends, and join us for more Bible adventures next time. God bless.